So for our viewers, let's say, for example, a person gets a sentence of 10 years in and 10 years of probation. And after 5 years, that person is released from prison. They go on what?
They would be on parole at that point. They would be on parole until whatever the judge dictated as the confinement portion of their sentence is out. Now, the parole is likely to include the terms of probation and maybe even more terms that the person has to abide by. Things such as, curfew, not being around, other people that are, criminal or using drugs, not, having any contact with the victims of your previous crimes, things of that nature. But it can have, just as many, if not more terms than the portion of your probation.
Who makes up members of a parole board that you hear about so much?
To be honest with you, I don't know.
Oh,
I would imagine they're probably appointed,
They're appointed by the governor.
Governor.
Okay.
Yeah. And really, this is something that bothers me about parole. And I've talked to you about it, and you're getting your first taste of it. When you deal with parole, and say you're being brought up for violations, do you have the same due process rights that you would have as a probationer?
On paper, it appears that you do. In reality, we've been finding out that you really don't. The parole board, basically is, in our experience, looking at people saying, look, you weren't supposed to be out of prison anyway. So even the slightest bit of or indication that something is awry, it's just easier for them to send the person back to prison than it is to even worry about what the actual evidence is in a case. Right.